Good morning. My name is Miriam Torres and I'm in your ethics class. This is my mind map. So, what is business ethics? Business ethics is the standard of morally right and wrong conduct in business. What is pollution? Pollution is the introduction of contaminants into the natural environment that cause adverse change. So, to understand my mind map, those two definitions were vital. So my mind map is basically on pollution, and my four subtopics are ecological ethics, last month argument, environmental rights, and impact on marine life. So ecological ethics. What is ecological ethics? Ecological ethics is the study of what humans individually and corporately ought to value, ought to be, and ought to do in a relationship with all other beings in the biosphere. It involves evaluating, justifying, and values norms and standards of character and conduct in the ecological conditions that contribute to the well-being of humans and other lives. To understand this better, we need to look at the ecological approach. What is the ecological approach? The ecological approach is the idea to protect and manage the environment through the use of scientific reasoning. The market approach is also vital to understand ecological ethics. So, what is the market approach? The environmental preservation in order to give people firms and incentives to preserve our environment and ecosystems. So basically, ecological ethics is to protect the environment because we as humans need to protect everything around us. For example, should humans continue to clear out forests for the sake of human consumption? For example, should humans continue to clear out forests for the sake of human consumption? Should we clear out the forest for our own sake while harming the environment? My second point is environmental rights. For environmental rights, what is an environmental right? The right to a healthy environment or the right for a sustainable and healthy environment is our human right. So we have the right to a clean and sustainable environment. In addition to having the right to food and clean water, suitable shelter, education, and having a safe, sustainable environment is important to all other rights. To have the environment protected to benefit the present and future generations should legislations and measures that prevent pollution and ecological degradation. And to provide a human centric recognition that humans are dependent on the environment and therefore deserve a right to a healthy environment. So, the negligence to this law may result in fines, community service, and jail time. Without laws, the government will not be able to punish those who treat the environment poorly. Now, let's go with my last one argument. For the last one argument, I decided to go in depth with it. So imagine for a second that the entire human race has gone extinct except for the exception of one man. Now imagine that this last person spends their remaining time on Earth as an arbiter of extinction. Since they're fully extinct, they make their purpose to eliminate as much life on Earth until they themselves die. So basically, what this is saying is that what if there's one person left on Earth, and since they are fully extinct, unless they find a way to make more humans, they spend the rest of their life killing everything else, killing the trees, the animals. Um, since their race is extinct, they don't really care what happens to the rest of the world. So the last one, if you were the last one on Earth, would it be wrong for you to spend the remaining days cutting around trees? This thought experiment was supposed to refute the Western ethics, exposing the inadequacy of traditional Western ethics to support an environmental ethic. So this is basically very selfish of the last one to do. So what is the ethical way to go about it? Just live your best life and let everything live after you, even though you won't enjoy or your generation won't enjoy the stuff left on earth. Now the impacts on marine life. So the impacts on marine, the impacts that pollution have on marine life are: did you know that the weight of plastic in the world's oceans weigh more than all the fish in the ocean? And that is because the fish consume the plastic, and most of the plastic that outweighs the fish um, are inside the marine life. So they mistake plastic for food, and it is not digestible, of course. But it gives the animal a sense of being full without having any food in their system. So they die, they starve to death. Now, at least 1 million of seabirds and 100,000 marine mammals die every year from encountering plastic. So the mammals and the seabirds just eat plastic straws and they get stuck in their throats and they die. Humans have the power to profoundly alter and even the ocean by overcoming this illusion. We must accept our responsibility for the future of our oceans. So we need to accept that we can make a change in the ocean. We can stop polluting the environment. We can stop buying too much plastic, too much styrofoam, and just live a sustainable life. The rationale for fulfilling this sustainability objective should be that it benefits all life on Earth. So by us taking care of the environment, it benefits us as well individually rather than just the ocean. It gives us more there's more food for us. The waters are cleaner, there's more tourism, there's a lot more to enjoy if we protect our oceans. So this was my presentation on pollution with my subtopics being ecological ethics, environmental rights, last man argument, and the impact of marine life. Feel free to pause the video and read my information in there. And feel free to ask me any questions in the chat or in the comment section. Thank you.